One of the questions we get a lot is how to maintain intimacy after having kids. And we're excited to talk to you and share with you a few of our own
tricks. Stay tuned.
Hi, we're Ryan and Selena Frederick. We've been married since college.
And throughout our marriage, we've experienced lots of good times and plenty of bad.
We don't know everything about marriage, but what we do know, we'll share openly and honestly.
Welcome to Fierce Marriage. As a lot of you might know, we actually have a little daughter at home. She's just over 2 years old. Her name is Adelaide. We call her Della. We just love her to pieces. But we also have another announcement, and that's that we have another little daughter on the way. Number two. She is due July-ish, which is coming right up, isn't it?
Right up.
Okay, so with that said, we are right in the midst of understanding what it means and how to maintain intimacy while also having children at home.
Young children
at home that need you.
Yes. And Della was probably one of those kids you'd call a little more high needs. She was not one that took a passy or a bottle very easily. She co-slept with us, and I nursed her. She just wanted mom a lot. And so navigating being a mom and being a wife and what those look like, and then after having a baby and your body changes, all of those things. How do we make this work? What does it look like?
So we're going to discuss that today. And before we do that, I just want to root it in Scripture first. And I love the book of Song of Solomon because you see this push and pull, this reckless pursuit of a husband and a wife just chasing after each other. And that the whole thing starts out in verse 4 of chapter 1. It says, "Draw me after you, let us run." And I love that verse because it's a perfect summary of the whole book, of how they're drawing each other and they're being drawn and they're running after each other and they're being chased. And it's just this pursuit. And I think as we talk about this discussion, understanding what it means to pursue your spouse and to be pursued by them and why that's good and how to keep it healthy, that has to be at the core of our conversation as we move forward. With that, let's get into some of the details. The first step is to discuss the frequency. What makes sense for you?
Frequency and how many times a week?
How many times a week should you have sex? Let's just be clear. We've had that conversation many times and it's evolved.
Yes.
The most recent iteration of that conversation, we came up with, I think, 2 to 3 times a week is about the right rhythm for us. Because otherwise, a lot of things happen. I'm a guy, so physiological things happen, but also emotional deterioration happens. Well, because if you're not really in that space of being intimate and close to each other, there's a lot of walls that can kind of just start to grow up between you, and you're not as open with each other. You start being short in your conversation. So it's really important that you establish that intimacy and you agree on it moving forward.
And discussing, it might be in the moment of Ryan wrote this great post called The Spectrum of Sex, and so finding out, not every moment or a few minutes that you have is going to be this thrill or like an anniversary or hotel, just you and your spouse. It might just be really functional and really fast. I think you call it snack sex or something.
I compare a sports car to a freight train.
Yes, you should check it out. Spectrum of Sex. So having that idea and discussion in mind of kind of expectations a little bit. I'd say the second one for us is being creative and intentional. We have a little bit of a unique situation because he works from home. So whenever Bella's down for nap, that's always kind of a good opportunity for us. So we do utilize nap times. Just don't put your pressure on yourself to, you always have to do a nap time. These are ideas to help you in the different seasons.
And of course, if you don't work from home,
absolutely,
then weekend nap times might be what you think about, or sleeping time when the child is either still asleep in the morning or going to bed early at night. Adults don't use much sleep as kids, so take advantage of that.
We've also found kind of what works for us too is shower time. As long as your kids are safe and either in maybe like a pack and play with some toys and kind of near the bathroom or somewhere that you can see them or monitor them or something. Keep your kids safe, obviously, and shower time has been a very, very good experience for us.
It's been nice.
And please don't send the hate mail, but we do let Della watch some cartoons occasionally. We definitely frame it around TV time as a treat, screen time is a treat, and this is a special time for her and a special time for us.
It's a treat for everyone.
So, that little 10 to 15 minute, just needing to connect if weeks have gotten really crazy. And things are just kind of, we haven't had that time. It's very important to just dive right in. And I know as a woman, it's hard to transition between being mom, being wife, being, a work employee somewhere. There's a lot to juggle. It always ends well. Like it always, once you just dive in and give God all those like insecurities and those fears and just say, okay, Lord, like, just going for it, and you know that your husband's pursuing you, like be pursued and allow that, allow yourself to be that. Okay,
that's good. So we've talked about discussing frequency and the function of sex, meaning that how many times a week is good for you, and what is your expectation on sex. There's the read that post, freight trains versus the sports cars.
Yes.
In those moments, what's your expectation? And what's realistic. We've also talked about being creative and intentional about how you're making time for intimacy. The final thing is, I think if we take it back and we talk about the purpose of sex in marriage, it really helps us understand why it's worth fighting for and how to fight for it. Sex is to be enjoyed along the journey,
explored
and to be explored with your spouse, but the destination is never sex. So you need to understand it's there to build your relationship, not sustain your relationship. It's there to augment your intimacy, not make or break your intimacy. Understanding that as you're pursuing each other, I think can take a lot of that pressure off you. Like if you're having an off week, it's okay. Like just talk and figure it out, and both of you just pray together and stay tender to one another and give of yourself. Guys, give of yourself by not demanding sex. Wives, give of yourself by maybe offering sex or whatever that balance is for you. But the important thing is just to keep in perspective that it is just a part of your relationship. It's important, but it's not everything. I think that's about it.
Yeah.
All right, guys. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next week.